Well, alright, boys. Color me surprised, but FGO decided to just throw a curveball at us. We were expecting to get this BB event right here, but instead, we got this. We have some pre-anniversary campaign coming out that I don't believe that we got over on the JP version of the game, because what should have happened is we should have gone into Seraph, then Oku, then into the 5-year anniversary, but I mean, this is expected. The hunting quests, nobody should have been surprised by this because, as you guys can see, this is like the normal time slot for it. Originally, the hunting quest dropped from the 8th to the 15th. That's like literally like right in this time zone right here. That's absolutely fine. In fact, just as a short little side note for anybody wondering, yes, there actually is a reason to go ahead and start farming this because Castoria does need eggs. So this is very, very good. Still makes sense to go ahead and drop this because, they want to make sure people have the proper materials to level up their new servants and everything. So this is at least fine. If you don't have enough eggs for your Castoria and you don't want to go farm free quests, this is definitely a very, very good alternative to, farming for those eggs. So yeah, that's whatever right there. But this is kind of coming out of left field. Like, this is kind of just coming actually out of Bumbleclut nowhere, because this wasn't a part of all of this, right? Like, this was not originally here, and I'm just kind of wondering why they would choose to throw this banner at us instead of the Seraph and the Oku event, because maybe Oku will still happen. It's just, I don't know. I literally don't know if this is just to kind of like throw a curveball at us to be like, oh man, your clairvoyance EX ain't EX anymore, just dropping to like A+. Or is it going to be one of those things where they just are trying to cram in an extra banner to maybe catch some people off guard? I'm not really sure what's going on, but is there really going to be anyone, and let me know this in the comments down below, is there anybody that's going to summon on this banner? Are you going to get tripped up for Napoleon, Janako, Ivan, Europa, Asphotamen, Landling, Atalanta Altar, Canis? Like, is anybody gonna slip for these? Like, unironically, Asclepius is pretty good. I mean, we've been using him a lot on stream to actually facilitate Berserker Musashi's farming until Castoria comes out, which if you want to see that, you should be coming out to the streams every weekday over on my Twitch, link down in the description down below. But aside from that, I'm like, unironically, I think he's one of the best pulls you can get, because just the fact that he gives everybody 20% battery and NP gain is like really, really strong, right? It's a very, very good substitute if you don't have Castoria, which we don't have right now. But everyone else, I mean, like, Canis is okay, and after she gets her buff, she's also going to be okay. Nothing super amazing, but she's not bad either. Atalanta Altar is kind of along the same vein. Very, very strong, but not like super broken or anything. Landling is kind of like a substitute for Caskill. You could argue, maybe you think Landling is better. They both, do little things, but I mean, none of these characters are like super broken. I mean, Europa, I've gone on record saying that she's pretty much just the like cookie cutter good .jpeg writer, right? Like, there's not a whole lot wrong with her. She's just good, right? Ivan's kind of like that, but a little bit better as he got his new buff over on JP. After he gets his new buff, I mean, he's just a very, very strong writer, a very, very solid option to go with. Napoleon's very similar, right? Like, he competes with the other AoE buster archers like Gilgamesh. I mean, let's not say Arjuna, but, he also competes with him, with Tesla, with Ishtar, right? As just being like a contender for like one of the better AoE archers in the game. But I wouldn't say that that's like super broken. Janako's kind of like an interesting piece of tech support you could kind of put on your team. Not bad. She does a lot of like interesting things. She has one of like the cooler charismas in the game where she like provides stars for the whole party. And like is buffing their attack and everything. She could protect her allies by giving them an invincibility. Cool stuff. Asphotamen is unironically kind of like Asclepius. I think is like one of the low-key good gets to get on here, because ever since I've pulled the guy over on the NA version, he's literally not let me down. I mean, the guy just absolutely obliterates everything. The ability to also like kind of quote unquote loop his quick and buster skills are also really, really good as well. But at the same time, it's just like, is anybody tripping over this? I mean, yeah, look, like you can see that it's a daily rotation thing, and I understand you want to do the whole like the idea where you make something quote unquote limited, right? And it's like a marketing tactic to be like, oh man, Napoleon and the Valkyries are only gonna be here for a day, bro. They're you gotta get them now. You gotta summon now while they're still here. But it's like, is anybody really tripping over this? Is anybody actually going to slip up with Castoria being what is it, like 20-30 days away, something like that? Like, we're literally just within a month of her dropping on the game, and alongside her you have, you know, the Summer 5 dropping as well, like, which is another very, very hype banner. I just don't get it, bro. I'm just like, Lysenko, what are you doing, man? Part of me is like really just kind of perplexed, because I don't know if they're just gonna try to jam all of this and this extra banner, because that seems like desperate cope on Lysenko's part to be like, okay, so here's what we're gonna do, boys. We're gonna jam this 5th anniversary pre-release campaign banner where we shove all the other servants that people are like kind of like, they're kind of popular. We're gonna shove them all in there, and we're just gonna see how it goes, right? And then we're gonna shove this banner in there, and then we're gonna shove this banner in there, because that just seems a little sloppy. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't seem like it's super, super good. I mean, the hunting quest on JP went to the 15th, so I don't know. This is like still fine to start, because it looked like on JP they had this run while the hunting quest was running, but then it's just, I don't know, man. Like, if they want to shove this in here, which again, if I was a business, right, and I wanted to quote unquote make the most money, you know, you would shove out Kama first, which would drain a lot of people's Saint Courts. It's a very bad, like, look, if she doesn't come out first, it's very good, but I'm talking from a business perspective. You would throw her out first because of how popular she is, drain everybody's Saint Courts, then you'd have more people that are going to have to buy Saint Courts for Castoria, right? So it's like, it's almost, maybe it's like a good faith thing. If they don't, maybe they're like, hey man, you know what? FGO players, they have it rough enough, man. We're already throwing 70 banners at them. They already got like bait banners around every corner. Let's not stress them out. Let's put Castoria out first, then we'll put out Kama. Like, I don't really know what these guys are thinking right now, because this is very, very odd. Regardless, don't summon on this. This is some random bait banner. I really shouldn't have to tell you guys to do this, but like, look at this. Look at this campaign period. Perfectly timed. Although the banner doesn't go to there, which is the interesting part. The interesting part is that the whole like thing lasts, quote unquote, to the anniversary, and I guess it's also not soft, but like hard confirms that this is when the anniversary is dropping. Although I was kind of right, because I think this is daily reset right here when this goes away. So I don't think Castoria is actually dropping on the 3rd. I think she's dropping on the 4th, since this goes to reset. So keep that one in mind as well. Which is weird, because what is that like? What are they gonna do for their panel over at Expo? They're gonna be like, hey guys, so she's dropping tonight, baby. Go download the game. Like, isn't it more hype if it's like, hey, she's on the game right now, not like, all right, buddy, wait till 11 p.m. and then download the game and go in there. I'm like, bro, what are you guys doing? I don't know. They're being very suspicious. You know, you could say they're being a little sus as well. You know, that's something you could also say. I don't really know what they're doing right now. We'll have to just see going forward. I think the next few days are going to be very telling on what they're actually doing. Just keep an eye on the game. Stay strong. Don't summon. Castoria is literally right around the corner, boys. But with all that being said, I'm going to go ahead and get out of here. After I tell you to leave a like on the video, subscribe to the channel, all that good stuff. Make sure you come out to the Twitch. I know I plugged it earlier in this video. And if you want to support the channel for free, you can download LD Emulator from the first link in the top of the description. You know, good way to play the game. I'm actually really tired, boys. Full disclosure, end of the video is gonna fall apart because I'm extremely tired. I woke up at like 6 in the morning to see what new content was dropping, because I was expecting the Seraph thing to drop, but it's this wiggity whackness. So I had to like I woke up super early because I was gassed up to talk about the game, and I was really excited. You know when you're like super excited and you can't sleep? I was like really excited to see like what they were going to do because I wasn't 100% sure. I was like, are they gonna actually do it? Are they gonna drop the Seraph thing, or are they gonna throw a curveball? And they threw a curveball at me, and I'm just like, huh. I had to like take some time to go compose myself. I haven't even drank my coffee yet, dude. So that's why it's like ZTL unhinged right now. But yeah, blah blah. Standard outro stuff. You guys have yourselves a nice day. Peace. Late, guys.